What is going on, people? We are officially back. Is there a new Married at First Sight Trump supporter? There could be.
Eric the Second.
We'll talk Eric the Second, if you will. We'll talk about it. But I should have known because I noticed they tried to keep the black people away from this episode. We're gonna talk more about that. And of course, guess which newlywed is complaining about everything on the honeymoon? Just guess.
Mirla.
Yeah, that's what it is. But all that and more on a brand new episode of The JasVynce Show. What's going on, y'all? Happy to be back. My name is Vince.
I'm Jasmine.
And we're here talking about a brand new episode of Married at First Sight, episode 6. Oh, I put the sign all over my baby's face. My bad.
Look how you feel about me.
Episode 6. The name of the episode, because I took track this time. Out of the comfort zone and into the sea. I wonder why. I wonder who's going into the sea. But they did some sea venturing this episode. Apparently they've been married for about 4 or 5 days, going on 6, I guess.
That's a short honeymoon.
We're still seeing them on the honeymoon.
It's very short.
We've been waiting. This is the 6th episode. I feel like they took till the 10th episode to get last season. So I'm glad that they doing okay on the honeymoon, I guess. Certain couples are surprising me more than others. I'm still very upset that we didn't get to see Michaela and Zach together.
We're going to see lots of them.
Who we starting with today? I didn't even ask who we wanted to start with. Mirla, or you want to wait?
I guess we could start with Mirla.
Let's start with Mirla Eagle. We sitting closer, so I think I'm like, oh, no, the picture still fits, but you can't put your head right there. That's all I got to.
Okay, anyway, so Mirla is still young complaining.
Right.
I will say that I do like that Gil, talks about his issues up front, even though he be seeming passive aggressive. He'll just he kept calling her princessa in front of everybody.
No, he started with princess first, but then, and it seemed like a dagger.
It was.
It seemed like a dagger.
I was like, she's gonna hurt him.
He was like, she don't like this. Let me go with princessa because maybe her father, maybe somebody in her life, uncle or something, used to call her that. Maybe. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I didn't think that was the best idea. They showed them having to struggle over the last name situation, which I thought they had talked about already, but she was like,
no, they talked about it. She said she didn't want to change it. That's all she said. She didn't. She explained to the confessional that it was because her dad, but I don't think that's why it is. I don't think that it's just about the dad.
Because she's Mirla. That's it. That's the only reason why she won't do anything.
All right, so I kind of identify a little bit with this because my intention was not to change my last name if I ever got married because first of all, I feel like I built my career and my name off my maiden name. So by taking that on, it's kind of like it's just whatever you got going on. It's not whatever I did. But I decided I'm just going to use my maiden name at work and then officially change my name and use that for everything else.
Whatever. I don't even know why you still got to use it at work. But I get it. But the whole point is that, not that, you're being forced to change your name when you just got married.
Guilt tripped him
when you get married to a stranger, but have some kind of, you know what I'm saying? But everybody has their own feelings about that before getting into this experiment as well. But she put up a fight for everything, as usual. No kids.
She didn't say no kids.
At some point,
she doesn't believe in adoption. Is what she said. She doesn't support adoption.
And she don't want all his babies anyway. Which I'm like, I don't know why you would want that many bougie ass Mirlas running around anyway. But Gil wants 7 or 8 kids. No dog. She won't walk the dog even when he's not around.
Okay, so I went back and watched that, and apparently he has a dog walker. Already. Okay. So I kind of understood, if you already paying to have a dog walker, just because I'm there, you should ask me if I mind. You should be like, all right, I have the dog walker coming 5 days a week. Would you mind walking the dog 2 days a week? Because you can't, that's like just giving her a responsibility for another living thing. Okay. So I kind of understood that. But also, I think that they need to stop matching these people that got dogs already. I just think it's not good. Because the last season, it was a dog fight.
You can't account for people having pets. Like, that's something that, like...
It was dog
friction. They could be the perfect people, but, yeah, everybody had dogs in that last season,
yes. Too. And there was dog friction. They was fighting about the dogs.
Things that you have to understand and go along with. Have we seen anybody with kids yet on Married at First Sight? Or do they stay away from that?
They don't do that on this one. They do it on...
The
Australia one, yeah.
Interesting. But, yeah, she wasn't with nothing. She got him cookies, though. I think that was the thing that...
Where was the milk, son?
Stuck out there. It was like...
I wish you would bring me like 50 million cookies and no milk.
Super dry. Super dry on the...
Them cookies didn't even look soft. They look like the crunchy ones. I don't like crunchy chocolate chip cookies.
I like cookies, period. So if anybody want to...
The only crunchy cookie I like is Oreo.
All right. Shout out to
But a chocolate chip cookie got to be soft on the inside, okay?
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
I'm a fan of cookies, period. So I just like cookies.
Anyway,
but would you like to touch on Michaela and Zach because we haven't seen anything from them? We got to see Zach FaceTime in for like half of a second.
Yeah.
And
it's sad.
Everybody was like, they were clearly like having a great time.
They were.
Yeah, you know, man. He ain't got no shirt on.
First of all, was Zach feeling that bad that he couldn't cover up his tatas?
He was feeling that bad that taco meat had to hand.
That taco meat was not it.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I'm all about...
He didn't even look like he was feeling that good. Like, he looked like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that could have been
yo, you know. I'm like, yo, y'all got to turn it down for like 1 second. Like, let him... And I thought it was going to be a joint FaceTime, but I'm very, very upset. Like I said, did we see Michaela's face the entire episode? Aside from the preview where she's going off at the end?
I don't think so, no.
I just want to say that I don't think that she should have left. That's all I'm saying.
What do you think she should have did?
I think she, like we said before, she should have stayed in the next room. And just like he was with the mask on the balcony, you know what I'm saying, hanging out, talking to people, he could have been on the mask with the balcony next door, like, hey, baby, you know, let's bond, you know what I'm saying, socially distance. Why they do that?
But he might have had the Delta variant. We don't know. Like, they saying Delta is way more contagious.
Delta variant
and I don't think that 6... What are you talking about?
When was
it filmed? Probably was.
When was it filmed? Was he vaccinated? Do we know?
I don't know, babe. I don't know.
All right, then.
But all I'm saying is...
But we know this was filmed a few months ago.
6 feet ain't necessarily enough.
All right, I'll give you that.
So, anyway...
Enough about Zach and Michaela. You guys want to talk about?
Oh, I just want to say that Johnny is a real one for dropping off a beer to Zach since he was stuck in the room.
Shout out to friends.
Shout out to friends.
You want to talk about Johnny and Bauer, Brett and Ryan?
Ugh. They're both so bad.
Why? Let's talk with Brett and Ryan. Let's talk about, yeah, baby, we knew it. We knew something was up.
He don't got no alibi.
We knew something was up. They had a group dinner. I didn't want to skip ahead to the group dinner, but it's all mingled in there anyway. They had a group dinner. Couples got to mingle and talk some smack and stuff like that.
I was excited to finally see the group dinner.
Absolutely. And they get on the topic of, was it religion or...
It was more like differences.
Differences. I'll say differences. And people had just thrown out some other things. And then I think Gil brings it up, actually. And
oh yeah, he said it would be a deal breaker for him
if he was a Republican for Mirla, and Mirla.
No, I think Mirla said it, and Gil said he would be more open because people choose certain things based on their job.
I'll take your word for it.
But I think that Ryan is in oil, so that clicked for me.
In oil?
Yes. He lives in Texas. Oil is a huge industry there.
He's in oil.
Yes.
As in he works in oil.
Yes.
I didn't know where that was going. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
And, you know, Biden was talking about eventually trying to basically move to cleaner sources. So, basically, they're going to be trying to shut down the oil industry or minimize it. So, a lot of people in Texas are Republican for that reason.
Is that the reason they're Republican?
Well, that's a major reason, though. Right. That's a huge industry.
That's how they make their money.
So, yeah. So that I think that's what Gil was saying. He was like, outside of everything else, if somebody is voting for something because it helps their industry, I could see that. But I'm like, Brett was like, that's cute, but What about the social issues?
Now,
Thank you, Brett. I knew it. I called it.
I need y'all to drop this in the comments.
I called it day one. I was like, Brett, I could tell from her demeanor, Brett is not with the foolishness.
All right. I just want to know, did she say that out loud to everybody?
I'm pretty sure she did.
Or did she say that just to the camera, like in the background? Like, because I want to know if she actually said, yeah, because a big issue with us.
I'm pretty sure she did.
He got different views. Because I know last season with Eric in Virginia, it was out there at some point. It was mentioned, or at least.
But they're not saying it
experts.
specifically. But it was out there.
Still ain't seen no experts yet. But yo, Pastor Cal's book, Marriage Ain't for Punks, is coming next month. So make sure y'all get on that. Pre-order on Amazon.com. But yes. So they're discussing this, and my guy Ryan is sitting there. He can't be my guy right now.
He's not.
He's sitting there like waiting to see where the people gonna start, where they gonna start shooting from. He just looking like locking eyes with everybody, like a single bead of sweat just came down his face. I'm like, where was you at on January 6th? Why you so nervous right now, bro? What's up? Like, I didn't get it.
Of course, he said it didn't matter to him because at the end of the day, we know he just wants anybody to birth his kids. That's where he's at in life.
I didn't hear anything from him on that.
He said that it wouldn't matter. Like, political differences don't matter to him.
Good for him.
But for me, sometimes political differences.
So he might just be Republican. He not super MAGA.
Yeah. That's what it is.
All right, Ron.
Because it's a difference between MAGA and Republican, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you voted for Trump, in my head, you automatically MAGA because that means that you can overlook, like,
foolishness.
It's moral issues that you're overlooking.
The devil.
But we're not supposed to talk about all that.
Well,
anyway, we delving too far into it.
We got it too deep into it. Another thing that Ryan said that I did like, again, we'll get into Johnny and Bao, but I think they were sharing like their feelings or something. And Ryan was like, no, you know what? I agree with that. I think it's really good that you guys can share that, so openly. And we'll talk about their communication in a second as well. Because I really feel like he was like, well, I wish my wife, we would have these types of conversations. Because they haven't gotten into
been very surface the whole time.
They haven't gotten into a little bit of everything yet. But that's all I had for Brett and Ryan.
I will say that I do like that they paired. The only thing I'm not going to say I dislike Ryan. Ryan and Eric is two different things. I dislike Eric as a person. I have nothing to say about Ryan. Ryan is boring as hell.
You're not here for the lake show, baby?
No. Eric, he didn't know how to talk to people, and that's my issue with him.
Eric did have a little streak.
You not supposed to talk to your wife like that. That's a problem. A little streak. But anyway, moving back to Ryan. I have no beef with Ryan.
I'm having all the Eric flashbacks right now.
Right. So, I do like the fact that Ryan is the adventurous one.
He's nice.
He's done everything. He got on that paddleboard. You would have thought he was like walking on water, just gliding. I'm like, he don't look like he doing no work.
We out here.
And then he got her to do the kayak. And then she was like scared of the manatee. I thought it was an alligator. Yeah. The way she reacted, I thought it was an alligator.
I wasn't sure what was about to come about the water, but I was like, damn, they really about to have their first death on Married at First Sight. And then freaking Flipper or some shit pops out the water. And I'm just like...
I mean, it was a big manatee.
Nah, still.
It was big.
Honestly, I would say I can't even swim. So if a manatee just rolled up on me while I was on something that is not too stable, I'm like, what's happening right now? But once I see what it is, I don't know if I would be that scared. Especially, I don't think they don't eat besides fish. So, I don't know. Anywho, let's get into that. Almost forgot about Rachel and Jose. How do we forget about them?
Let's talk about them last.
You want to save them for last?
Yeah.
Wow.
We got to talk about Bao Bao.
Bao Bao is in here, folks. Now, again, I just want to say I really, really, really am enjoying Bao and Johnny and their journey and stuff like that. But we got some stuff to talk about. They got some stuff to talk about as well. Again, the name of this episode is Out of the Comfort Zone and Into the Sea. I think everybody was a little bit out of their comfort zone this episode, but only one person was into the sea.
We're going to come back to that.
You want to come back? We'll come back.
So let's start with the fact that Bao is trying to make snoring an actual issue. Like
for him.
An actual issue.
I might have missed that part.
It was in the beginning, but she's just like I think maybe we should. She was talking about sleeping in a separate room. I'm just like, you're doing the most. This is an issue for you, not for him.
It's an issue for people that enjoy sleep.
I enjoy sleep too.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you taking shots?
I didn't say anything. Bow bow. I didn't say nothing.
I got allergies.
I know. And that's why we got a big pillow that sits up so you can stay elevated. We took care of the issue.
Yes.
So it's not an issue.
Anyway, Bao is like, I feel like, all right, so I feel like relationships have problems. And people, like, blow up problems to be more than it, like,
is that right?
A real, stop all this eye contact.
What? Okay, fine. I'll look at the camera.
People be blowing up issues. You are funny.
I'm not doing nothing. Stop. Continue. Funny. People be blowing up issues.
She's blowing up the issue to make it like a real marital issue when it's just, she needs some damn therapy. Okay. It's an issue with her. Right. It's not like a real issue. Like, if he was pressing you out about it, like, the fact that he took the time to, like, make a joke about it kind of shows that he was trying to be, he's like, hey, this is an issue, kind of. Right. It's more annoying than an issue is what it is. Mm-hmm. So, like, somebody cheating on you in a relationship, not communicating in a relationship, that's right. That's an issue.
All issues.
But snoring, that's just an inconvenience. And every relationship has inconveniences. So, I'm a little bit over Bao, and both of them are over analyzing. I want to say they're over communicating, but I don't think they are.
Ooh, okay.
I think that they are, when you don't really know somebody, like, the only way for them to understand you or read you is for you to just say exactly what you're thinking and how you're feeling. So I think they're doing the best job I've seen on Married at First Sight in 13 seasons communicating.
No, I will give you that.
But they kind of knew each other before, so that's kind of an advantage.
That's the advantage. That's the big advantage there, because I was gonna say that I really like how they started out the episode. She hit him with like, "Oh, I'm actually very attracted to you. I'm just a coward, so, I wasn't able to say it." And he was like, yo, honestly, same. I'm like, this is amazing right here, man. Like, who does this? So, yeah, I was going to say, I
wish they had that energy some years ago.
All the time, because he even said at one point, he was like, yo, what if could we have 2 kids by now? Like, what if I would have actually told you that I was feeling you way back when? Like,
okay, so I got something from that conversation. Wow. When he said, oh, well, you think we would have had a few kids by now? She's like, maybe. Remember when his auntie met her at the brunch and said, yeah, so y'all gonna have babies? Like, I don't think she wants to have babies.
She might not.
Because she never said she doesn't, but she always like tenses up and her demeanor changes when you mention kids.
Bow bow.
I'm just curious. I'm waiting for that to come back.
Bow bow indeed. But yeah, I was gonna say, I just love that their communication is very open and vulnerable. Again, Jazz thinks it's self-sabotage, so I don't know if
I think that when you are over analytical about everything, right, and both of y'all are doing it, you can get in your head so much that you end up self-sabotaging or reverting to negative behaviors that you had before. Okay. Because you get so self-conscious. And that's the best thing. The best thing about being in a relationship where you really know the person is you don't have to be self-conscious. You could just authentically be yourself, and that other person, for the most of the time, will understand where you're coming from and how you operate it and why you're reacting the way you are. Right. Thank you.
I agree. Thank you as well. I just think that if you're not gonna be taking showers, then let me fart and snore. That's all. That's all.
Facts.
That's all I got.
Facts. That part.
If you're not gonna shower regularly, let me fart as much as I want. Part. Let me snore as much as I want with your fucking.
Hold on. But the fact is, he don't snore. She snore and she don't wash.
Where's my?
It's the nastiness for me. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm a super duper. Like, I used to take 3 showers in the summer. Like, I had to take 3 showers.
Now she only takes 2.5.
But yeah, no, I take 2 showers. 1 to 2 showers a day. It depends. If I work out, bow. If you work out, sis, bow. You're supposed to take a shower. Yeah. 1, it's
Does
not
she work
good.
Out, though?
But she said sometimes I'll come in and I'm sweaty, or if I worked out and I won't.
I'm not sweating in the bed. What are you doing?
And I hate to say it, but the first thing I thought about was like feminine care.
Yeah.
Like, It's not supposed to just be sweaty, sis. Like,
right.
you gonna get some bacteria popping,
right.
and that's not the move. Okay. Side note, sorry guys. Right. But anyway, so she does not like to wash every day.
Can't have the private areas please smell like bow bow.
No, just no.
Sorry,
that's
y'all.
nasty.
I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all.
And I think that what he was saying was reasonable. If you take if you're I don't play that outside clothes in my bed. Like, me and Vince have almost fought, okay, about this. Like, almost.
She's still trying to fight me.
Because he be coming in from the running outside or working out, and then we'll, like, sit on the bed. What are you doing? What are we doing here? You might as well put the sidewalk on my bed.
Go ahead, man.
That was my rant. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for that, y'all. Anything else about Bao and Johnny? Because I don't have anything else aside from there.
Yes, except for him being in the sea. He almost gave me a heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was drowning because he fell off the paddleboard. He was all the way far from the boat.
What you doing, my guy?
And I was like, when he got off the paddleboard, I was like, is he drowning? Like,
he was out there.
Oh my gosh. And then he
was out there.
Shout out to him though.
Look at all that ocean back there.
He turned the paddleboard into a kayak. I was like, that's epic.
He's like, I ain't got no choice.
That's epic.
I got no choice.
I was impressed with that.
Let's see. My guy, John, and what was they just supposed to be paddleboarding or something like
that?
Yeah,
they were paddleboarding.
I thought it was cute that they got to do that. But yeah, again, I can't swim, so I would be lucky to have at least that. But they was like, yo, who was it Ryan? He was like, yeah, I don't know if he's able to get back though.
Ryan was like, I could go get him.
Right. Which is, again,
see, come on, adventurous friend.
He's a nice guy.
I think Ryan is a cool guy.
He's a nice guy. Maybe
he just seems dry.
He voted for Trump by accident, y'all. It was by accident.
Not by
It was by accident. Come on. All right. Anything else about Bao Bao and Johnny? No, aside from the fact that I want them to work out.
I just need them to keep the right energy.
All right. We got one.
And shower.
And shower.
And I just want to say that Johnny looked flabbergasted and could not believe that he was having that conversation with a grown woman. I'm having a conversation with my wife, not my kid, about washing your ass. His eyes was like, he was like, pass the cow. Give me some glasses.
Oh, I gotta bring Pastor Cow back too? Let me bring Pastor Cow back.
Yes.
He was
stressed. He was not understanding what was happening.
What, bro? What? Yeah, he was really thrown off. He was really thrown off by that, and more than I thought he would. Because I thought they had led into the conversation, but I guess that was they're doing a good job at showing the previews to the point,
and then wait to the end to show us that part.
To the point that I think that happened in this episode. You know what I'm saying?
They are.
But last couple to talk about.
Let's talk about Jose and his credit score.
Jose and we said 815.
That's not perfect.
It's not perfect. I thought
it's good though.
When he said
it's a great credit score.
When he was like, yeah, it's kind of up there. I was like, he about 890. What's up? 815 is okay. We was almost there.
815 is considered a great credit score.
Yeah,
he will basically get approved for almost anything. Yeah.
When my score was 735 or something like that, I was up there. At one point. I got to get back up.
Babe, that's good.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I got to get back up.
It's okay.
I need an 815.
Yeah,
I could. But people's throwing credit cards and stuff at me left and right? So,
babe, I don't know where you're going with this, but okay.
I was just saying that was a great credit score, and I would like an 815.
All right, so he got good credit score, but did you see her face when he said it? She was like, "Oh, so you asked for somebody to have their shit together?" Oh. Okay. She looked nervous. I was like, her credit score must be horrible.
She looked like
the way she was looking.
She looked like Ryan if they asked
him. And she don't save?
If she looked like Ryan if they asked him if Black Lives Matter.
You are so trash. You are so trash. Yeah, Vince is out of control. Vince is crazy.
So the main thing I had about Rachel and Jose, first off, they opened the episode, they was kissing. They was kissing out here.
Yo,
he's
constantly touching her. Like when they were at the dinner, he was like touching her hair.
Affection level. I can only hope to have just as much affection as Rachel and Jose. Don't make that face. As Rachel and Jose be having, cause this one over here, man, she don't be trying to show no love. But it's okay. They was kissing like first thing in the morning. Like I was like, damn, they all in each other's mouth.
I hope y'all brush y'all teeth the way y'all tonguing each other. I was hoping that too.
But then I also, the former dentist in me also peeped that he has really good teeth. his teeth are like,
his teeth look like dentures.
His teeth are like borderline perfect.
Yeah.
And it kind of also, sorry Rachel, it kind of also made me look at her teeth, which are not bad. They're not bad,
but they could use a whitening.
They're not as perfect.
Yeah.
His teeth are perfect. Like his teeth are perfect.
He got that good insurance.
I'm a big teeth guy. Now, moving along to not only that, but he taught her how to ride una bicicleta. Bicicleta.
Yes.
Shout out to Vinny from last season and
Bree.
Yeah, I knew that. Vincent and Brianna.
She wasn't horrible at that, actually.
No.
I thought she was going to fall or something.
He started gassing it. He was like, actually, I'm really good at anything I do. Like, I taught myself how to skateboard in 5 minutes or some roller skate.
He hyping it.
In the store the second I walked in.
I seen somebody on Twitter said that he has Napoleon complex and he's over
Big facts.
compensating for something.
Big facts.
They also said shrimp.
I cannot. He's a small guy, but I can't comment on any of these.
But
things.
those condoms he put in that thing was not micro penis condoms.
They was not. How you know?
They look like magnums.
They look. I ain't speaking on nothing. If they used them or not.
Okay.
But shout out to him. It's possible that he's got the little man syndrome and wants to stunt with his A15 because of other reasons. But who cares? She like him.
She cares because she brought up the fact that everything else is lining up, but suppose like the sex part isn't good.
She said that?
Yeah, she said that because I was like, I don't know why she's saying this because she's saying it like they're not going towards sex. I feel like they've been intimate.
It's getting there
in different ways.
If you wake up smooching,
and y'all smooching, y'all having sex,
smooching, like getting it.
That's what I said. I was like, they're definitely not gonna wait until the end to have sex based off what I'm looking at.
Yes.
But also Rachel. I think Rachel be tripping most of the time. But
in what way? I'm glad you said that.
Because she wants to be like, oh, I'm independent. But this
broke.
man wants to take care of me. I can't bring nothing to the table. I'm like, there's so many things besides money. There's so many ways that you can match what your husband is bringing to the table.
This is true. Now, I'm just because I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we've talked about the joint account thing before. But the way that he broke it down kind of threw me off. I was doing things at the same time too. But was he saying that they have an account that they put all their money into?
That's what I was hearing.
And then
he takes everything they need for bills and then sends the rest of them, gives her part and gives him his part.
All right.
Which still sounds like an allowance.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda.
I just think it would make for me, it's less work if I set up my direct deposit, one to go to my personal checking, and then the set amount to go to our joint checking.
Absolutely.
I don't get it, but okay. Ooh. But I guess he wants to it seems like he wants to regulate it, which is okay because he's good with money.
Yeah.
Like, you're good with saving. So if I really wanted to save something, I would be like, I would give it to you. But I'm better at making sure that everything is paid at different times of the month. So It just, it's what is the word? Specialization of labor.
Ooh,
okay,
go ahead, baby. I was gonna say strengths.
Not strengths. Specialization of labor. Okay,
know your strengths.
So Rachel was talking about, like before we have kids, like there's things I'd like to do. And like I'm really into travel and stuff like that. And she says, like, what's one place that you would care about? And he just was like, he's Vince. He don't care about traveling.
I don't.
He care about working and stocks.
Pay me.
And houses.
That's what he cares about. I gotta care about stocks and houses.
So anyway, she says, oh, my dream place, I really want to go to Switzerland.
Which was weird for me off top, but everybody has their dream place.
I don't want to go nowhere cold, okay?
Maybe she likes chocolate and meatballs.
Maybe. I mean, if I had the opportunity, if I had a long layover, I would go to Switzerland. Why not?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway.
Yeah, he was like, I was thinking more New York, Vegas. I'm like, bro.
My face.
Even me, I don't care about vacation, but I was like, bruh.
And also, as people that have lived in the New York area, and I know how much Vegas costs, you would probably spend less going to Switzerland, to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah, you would. If you look at this is the thing. People keep buying these cheap flights and then have to spend a lot of money for lodging, You know Vegas, you spending money, you gonna be gambling. Thanks. New York is expensive as hell. We know this for a fact.
That's very true.
New York is expensive as hell. You can get a $800 flight to Switzerland, probably get you a cheap Airbnb, and be living out there for the same price as you would have spent going to Vegas. You just need a passport.
You can see who cares about the vacation.
Yes, I do.
I was just wondering if he was talking about during COVID times or period.
No, he was talking about in general because she said before kids.
Right, okay.
But I don't, maybe he wasn't listening to her. But either way, I was like, girl, red flag. Red flag. He's cheap.
Cheap. All right, that is all I have about Rachel and Jose. Would you like to discuss?
I want to talk about, can we go back to the bikes for a second?
Talk about the bikes.
Because the bikes reminded me of this one time when me and Vince were on vacation in Key West.
In Key West?
In Key West.
I swear they rode past the same exact place that we were at.
I didn't think they were. I thought they were in the Keys, but I didn't think they said Key West. But anyway, so Vince told me he knew how to ride a bike, but apparently he didn't. He knew how to ride a mountain bike, I guess, but not a beach cruiser. So
didn't even know there was a difference.
We get to Key West, and I'm like, oh, let's rent beach cruisers so we can like ride around the whole island instead of paying for a tour or whatever. So we rent the beach cruisers. We are flying down the street, and I said, oh, we're gonna go to this little park thing that takes you down to the beach. I said, we're gonna make a right at that stop sign. So I'm like, oh babe, I'm in front of him, I'm riding, I'm like, babe, this is the right we need to make. I gave him enough notice to make the right. So I make the right gradually, just it's a beach cruiser. Vince,
I hope y'all know. Comment if y'all know what a beach cruiser is.
Vince turns like this, and it runs directly into the pole. And I am dying laughing. I'm like, why did you turn so sharp? It's a beach cruiser. He's like, I'm used to bikes that just can navigate. No, you did not.
All types of stuff.
This was after you ran into the
It probably was, because we made it to the beach after that.
And I was...
Beach cruiser, and I almost
died. The whole
died.
time I was like, don't die, babe.
I almost died still. But it worked out. It worked out.
It was a fun vacation.
It worked out.
Shout out to Key West.
We had a good time.
So, yeah, sorry. That was story time.
Real quick, because this is the building that I thought that they were driving past that.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure.
I did see that red that you
I'm
just
pretty
showed.
sure they rode right past there. But anywho, folks, is it ratings time?
It is ratings time.
I believe it's ratings time. All right, so let's get to these ratings, starting with Mirla Igil. We got some treats for y'all too, because this is a nice little episode right here. Mirla Igil, we've given them consistent. Nah, their score's been all over the place. We gave them a 6 last week for the honeymoon. This week, I feel like their communication is up, but she's still being Mirla. But it's not anything specific.
It's still crazy. A 6 for me, because there's some promising aspects, but she also said her husband is attractive, but I'm not seeing...
I love when they say stuff like that.
I'm not seeing the physical barrier being broken. Like, even when he got surprised with the cookies or whatever, I was expecting him to say, oh, thanks, and like try to hug her maybe. That's how I thank people, thanks.
Thank you.
But he just sat down, like he knew she didn't want to be touched or something.
Yup.
So it's a 6 still.
It's a
and
6.
the dog thing, like, you know how men are about their dogs, especially. That dog looks scary though, I ain't gonna lie. So.
I give Brett and Ryan. We gave them a 4. You gave them a 4 last week. I gave them a 6. I thought they were doing okay. We didn't really get to see too much of their like relationship stuff this
they're
time.
They're not talking about nothing.
You did, yeah, they're really not. But you did say he's adventurous. They, had a nice little time, I guess, on their little date.
I'm 50-50 on this one. I'm going to give them a 5.
They're at a 5. I agree with you on the 5. Let us know how you feel about the couples out of 10 in the chat. Let's see. We also have Bow Bow. We gave them an 8.5 last time. Communication is still amazing.
It is.
Amazing.
Even uncomfortable stuff, they're still communicating.
Even
He's like, hey, I wanted to run when you said that shit.
Yeah. Even the anxious, it's still very open and vulnerable. Like, people don't have these kinds of talks. Like,
they usually just run. Because when you're dating, you have the opportunity to just get the hell
out of there. And I'm
glad
that he's admitted that too. He's the guy that had the 100 first dates, right?
Yes.
There you go. He's like, yo, I'm out, but you're my wife.
I'm sorry. If I was married and you don't wash, you got to go.
find out.
Hygiene is basic stuff. Like,
you find out
that's how you find out how people was raised.
You think an 8?
Yeah.
Buy one, Johnny?
I think they get an 8.
We'll give them an 8.
It's not bad. It's just a few things that's nasty.
Yeah, just a little bit. A few things.
Is nasty.
Little bow. I have Michaela and Zach, and we can give them a rating if you like. The preview from next episode does not look like it's going to be a fun time.
Chaotic.
It's not looking like it's going to be a fun time for them. We gave them a 8.5, or Jazz gave them an 8.5, I think, and I gave them a 7. Shout out to Cliff if you're watching this. What up, Cliff? Cliff also gave them a 7. He agreed with me.
Who are we talking about?
Michaela and Zach.
Oh yeah. See, I try to like make the decision without thinking about the preview, but the preview make her look like she about to go off on his ass.
Preview had her looking kind of crazy. Yeah. Sorry, black women. That's all I gotta say.
I appreciate that disclaimer.
That was wild.
Yeah, that was not good. We don't know what's happening.
6.5 for me. Yeah. Because they still,
But they've been communicating, I think.
I hope. They still are.
I'm going to give them a 7.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's kind of paused right now because everything was good and we're just like in limbo.
I don't think that they should have been. Dang, this is a long episode today. I don't think that they should have been separated, like I said, man. Like, that's the thing that's bothering me the most.
But it's not as long as we think it is. It's only a few days.
Last and certainly not least, our friends Rachel y Jose.
Rachel? It would be Raquel. Is Rachel in Spanish.
You're right. I'm just
Raquel.
Come on.
Anyway.
Can y'all tell it's late?
Vince is bugging.
We tired. We like watching the show. We got to start recording after the show, which it works. It works. But we also watch Big Brother tonight, so it's a little late. We gave them an 8/7.5.
Still giving them an 8.
They doing their thing. How's their communication in your eyes?
I think their communication is
because even the stuff that she has an issue with, they're still talking about.
I think their communication is at like an 8 because I do like the fact that they'll be like, oh, well, we discussed this, but I want to delve more into it and bring stuff up that they necessarily didn't like what the other person's saying. Right. So they're discussing stuff, but I don't know if they're resolving stuff all the way. But at least you're starting the conversations and getting comfortable enough with each other to have the conversation. So
right on.
They get an 8 for me.
8. All right, so I'll continue with the 8 because I think they still got a lot of work to do. Now, folks, we usually try to keep these episodes at a certain length, but I definitely want to remind you to make sure that you drop in the chat whatever your numbers are for these couples. But because y'all hung out so long, I want to, if you're still watching this, I got a nice little treat for you because I just got. All the reason we took a couple weeks off again is because my laptop was messed up. But because I'm able to use my laptop and hook up my phone to it, I wanted to add this. Hold on, let me see if I can add this. I got a nice little treat for y'all real quick. I wanted to there we go. I wanted to show some of our favorite tweets from this episode because I really had a good time watching this episode today. And we had some good times tweeting too. Can I put this? Look at me. I'm doing this in real time. This is in real time right now. Second season where a liberal white woman marries an insurrectionist. Shocker, according to Jazz. Let's see what this one says. Where's the milk at first sight? That's in reference to the
all them damn cookies.
There we go. Damn cookies. Let me get some milk and cookies. Shout out to Bernie Mac. All right, I want to watch this one. Ryan, that actually looks like how Ryan be looking.
He's so blank faced.
That's actually how he actually be looking.
He reminds me of a deer in headlights.
Right, let's keep it going. Johnny cannot believe he's talking to a grown woman about showering daily. Like, seriously, I know we covered all these things, but some of the tweets have just been looking so good. Big facts. Big facts. And shout out to Shatoni. Shout out to Shatoni for replying to that right there. I had one that I wanted to share. This one was good. I'll put this one out there and then I'll do a couple more and get out of here. Turn the paddleboard into a kayak. Go ahead, Johnny. Very resourceful. I'm going to find the one. This was good. I'll come back to that one right there. Y'all can check us out on Twitter at The JasVynce Show. Again, I'm saying, why would you want 7 or 8 bougie kids from Mirla? No. Even if they're adopted, you don't want that. All right, this is mine right here. It didn't get no love today, but I'm hoping by tomorrow somebody will post something about it. Like I said, he's sweating like he ain't have no alibi for January 6th. And it's everybody's getting Eric vibes from this guy right here. But that's all I got.
But not like the same kind of Eric vibes.
Yeah.
It's different. I'm sure Eric was like all the way MAGA. Like,
dang, there's another good one in there. I just want to include this one.
Vince is pressed to show y'all these.
This is the last one right here. This is the last one. This is like, yo, I'm sorry. I'm not even going to read that one out there.
Why she laying like that though? That's
exactly. She counting the pumps. She counting these pumps. All right. So at this time, folks, that is all I got for you. I think we might share some, if we do a longer episode every once in a while, I'll share some tweets so people know. Please make sure you're following us on Instagram and Twitter at The Jasmine Show. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to drop those comments in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling about the couples, or if there's anything you would like to see in a future episode, or if we forgot anything about this episode or something like that stands out to you specifically. Please let us know so we can chat about it in the comments. Yeah, I think that's it. My name is Vince.
I'm Jasmine.
And this was a brand new episode of The Jasmine Show.
That wasn't in unison. Try it again.
This is a brand new episode of The Jasmine Show. Better. Peace.